Well, with all this bad news, there's one group of Americans doing pretty well. Congress has more than its fair share of millionaires, and today, Roll Call is out with its list of the 50 wealthiest. I'm joined now by Roll Call investigative reporter Paul Singer. Hey, Paul, good morning.
How you doing, Chris?
All right, let's look at the top five. Let's start with number 5, Virginia Senator Mark Warner, worth $76 million. Where'd he get his money?
Telecom. Warner is one of the early investors in Nextel and created a telecommunications business in Virginia. Keep in mind, he's sort of the perfect model of the modern candidate, rich enough to self-fund. That's why the party's like the rich folks.
Oh, boy, the 4th richest member of Congress, West Virginia Senator Jay Rockefeller, worth $81 million. I imagine his family name might give us a clue.
Yeah, exactly. And keep in mind, again, because the way Congress reports these numbers in very vague categories, that 81 million is a bottom end. We don't even know what the top end is. He could be worth hundreds of millions more.
Oh, geez. And there is a big jump then when you go to number 3, Senator John Kerry, $193 million. Is that his money?
Nope. And this is, again, a great example. That money is the Heinz ketchup fortune. That money, when Roll Call started doing the 50 richest 20 years ago, belonged to Senator John Heinz. It was also the richest member of Congress 20 years ago. John Heinz dies. His widow marries John Kerry. John Kerry is now one of the richest members of Congress because of this Heinz ketchup fortune. Darrell
Issa, a controversial member sometimes of Congress, Republican from California, $220 million.
Yeah, he built an empire on car alarms. He then sold that company, and with the proceeds has been buying up real estate in California. We saw a significant jump in his apparent assets this year, but we believe that's simply because the way they report this stuff on the Congressional Financial Disclosure forms, it looked like less last year. It looks like more this year. It probably is not significantly more.
I tell you, if you live in New York City, those car alarms always go off at like 3 o'clock in the morning. We hate that stuff, but I digress. Number 1, the richest member of Congress from
a newcomer
Texas,
to the party.
Michael McCall, worth nearly $300 million.
Yeah, and McCall is new to this party. He started Congress 5 or 6 years ago when he first came to Congress. On the list, he had about $12 million. Now he's got about close to $300 million. And we believe it appears what's happening here is that his wife and children are inheriting in chunks, large chunks, the assets of his father-in-law, who founded Clear Channel Communications, radio and telecom. So what's happening is that money is sort of generationally moving to McCall's wife and their children. That's why he is getting astronomically wealthier each year.
All right, Paul Singer, thanks so much. Interesting stuff. By the way, I should tell you the number of millionaires among the rest of us, 0.1% of all taxpayers are millionaires. 28% of the members of the House are millionaires, and about half of the U.S. Senate. I don't know if very many of them are feeling your pain, but health experts